Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dorchester Dolphin Hockey on the Dolphin Radio Network. Dolphins getting set to take on the Lambeth Lancers. Game 5 here tonight. Just getting set to go. Should be a dandy. Dorchester victorious in Game 4, 7-4. Great empty net goal by Colin Hartwick to kind of salt that one away on Wednesday night. Just getting set for the anthem puck drop in just a couple minutes. So just a minute or two away from puck drop. Of course, the big star Wednesday night, Brian McCauley, Dorchester Dolphins captain with the hat trick. Ken Taylor was stellar in net. Warren Hargraves again spectacular for the Lancers. As we just get set to go, we're just a minute away from the start of this one. Game 5, Southern Ontario Hockey League Junior C semifinals to see who gets the right to go play Exeter. Lambeth in a must-win situation. We're here in the Lambeth Community Center for Game 5. Dolphins and the Lancers getting set to hook it up. Going to be Colin Hartwick. He's paired with Galuli. And Brandon O'Shaughnessy tonight starting on the other side. It's going to be Sure along with Hargreaves and Jordan Rear. And these two have really been lighting it up. Hargreaves and Rear have really been connecting the last couple of games. Just getting set to go now. Puck drop and we're underway. Game 5. Getting started. It's going to be Tommy Prokes for the Dolphins. He'll play it up the far boards. Dolphins skating kind of left to right. We're in the corner here tonight in Lambeth. It's banged out to center. Jordan Rear plays it ahead for Matt Sure. Sure down the left side. It's going to be taken away and flipped out into the Lambeth end. Pennington back to pick it up off the stick of Trudell. Pennington will play it around to Cale Corbett. Absent tonight for the Dolphins, Mike Warby. He's been suspended 2 games for a check from behind on Cale Corbett Wednesday night. So number 11, Mike Warby. And his 3 goals so far in the playoffs, not in action tonight. Here's Jordan Rear. He loses a puck at his own blue line. Michael Blue for the Dolphins. He'll tip it back behind the net. It's going to be Corbett playing it around the left side. To Rear. Man down. Cleo Gooble's just checking his skates. Might have lost the edge coming back into his own end. Now it's Sure down the right side. He'll get his shot off. It's tipped behind the net. Now Dolphins will play it down the right side. Kept in. Tyler Blue now behind his own net. Goes far side. And now up the middle, Chad Burlot got it tied up in his skates. Burlot tried to give it back to Tuffin. Tuffin wasn't home. Icing the call as Fuller goes back to touch it. 18:40 left to play here in period number 1. It's no score, Dolphins and the Lancers. So game 6, if needed, will be in Dorchester tomorrow night. Of course, the Dolphins hoping they don't need a game 6. Lambeth wants nothing more than to get to game 6. There's a shot goes wide of the net. Trudell didn't have to make a play. Another one goes wide. Small ice surface here in Lambeth. Not a lot of room through the middle. Brisson back to pick it up for the Dolphins. Long pass to Michael Blue. Didn't get there. Now it does. Up through the middle comes Tuffin, the former London National. This one's tipped on net by Chad Burlot. Trudell steers it to the corner. Now Burlot gets set up behind the cage. Burlot wheeling around. Top of the circle. He's going to feed it in for Tuffin. He fanned on it. And now it's going to be played back to Keith Arnold behind the net. Arnold loses it. There's Mikey Blue. High slot. Blue, he'll feed it back in the corner. Tuffin goes to dig it out along with Keith Arnold. Arnold gets there first and plays it up the boards. Now up through the middle. Good hit delivered by Russell. There's a chance, though. Keith Arnold had a good shot, but missed wide. Kent Taylor in net for the Dolphins. Sporting a goals against average of just under 4. Dolphins going to play it out of their own end. 17:30 left to play here in the first. No score. Here's a chance. Oh, the Magic Man had it roll off his stick. Chris Guerrero had a good chance there. Now a rink-wide pass by Randy Hicks. Nobody gets to it. Now Dolphins back the other way quickly in transition. Tipped ahead to Carrero. He loses it. Now it's going to be McCauley on the forecheck. They've got Pat Friel playing with McCauley and Carrero with Warby out. Now it's Ray Robbins down the left side. Gets the shot off. Save made by Taylor. Plays it all the way around to McCauley. He'll pick it up off the boards. McCauley down the left side. Flips it in. Takes a good bump from Robbins. Now the Lancers try to play it out, and they will. It's Prokes. He'll dump it back in. Trudell stops it behind the net. Corbett out the right side. Dolphins keeping the Lancers pinned here down in their own end. Now it's Tyler Blue, the defenseman from Dorchester. To Mastroianni, back to Blue. Trudell just kicked the net off. And face-off coming up to the left of J.P. Trudell, 16-24. Left to play here in the first period, no score. Dolphins and the Lancers. It's going to be Colin Hartwick. Out there with Gillooly and O'Shaughnessy. Hartwick kicked out of the circle as Gillooly snuck in. Hargraves along with Rear and Matt Schur. Schur back in action after sitting the last game out. He was a scratch on Wednesday night. Pennington gets hit by O'Shaughnessy. Here's Hartwick in front. Hartwick with a shot. Glove saved by Trudell. Didn't get all of it, but just enough. Hartwick now digging that puck out. Tries to. Now Corbett with the puck. He loses it. Here's a chance in front, but Gillooly can't get it on his stick. Back the other way comes Rear. He dumps it in. Puck bouncing around high in the Dorchester end. Now back the other way comes Hartwick. Good job by Corbett, heading him off at the pass. Hartwick leaves it for Gillooly. He gets spun around. Hartwick tried to chip that one at the net, but didn't get all the way through to Trudell. Now Pennington behind the net. He takes Hartwick's sticks right out of his hand. Now Michael Blue digging with Matt Schur. Back to Pennington. Pennington plays it behind the net to Corbett. Up the left side comes Corbett. Now he goes rink wide to Pennington, who flips it out to the neutral zone. It'll get all the way to the Dorchester end, where Fuller picks it up. Back the other way comes the Dolphins. Michael Blue chips it in. Takes a bump. And now back the other way come the Lancers. This time they'll get it out of their own end. It's Robbins going rink wide to Ritchie. Ritchie down the right side. He got one on Wednesday night. Ritchie with 4 in the playoffs so far, icing the call, 14:47 left to play here in the first. Face off to the right of Kent Taylor. 14:47 left to play in the first. No score. This face-off violation on Lambeth. They'll have to change up centerman. Michael Blue's going to play it off the boards. Lambeth now back in their own end. Bumpus lost it. Arnold on the spot, though. He'll circle behind his net. Stop. And now plays it ahead. Down the left side comes Mike Frizzell. Frizzell now behind the net. Penalty coming up. Roughing is the call. And I believe this is going against the Dolphins. Yeah, it looks like Chad Berlott heading to the sin bin. This is where Dorchester's got himself in trouble, is when they give Lambeth a chance on the power play. Lambeth, number 2 in the Southern League in power play proficiency in the playoffs. And this will be their first power play opportunity of the night. But it's the Dolphins, shorthanded. There's a shot. Trudell handles that. That was Tyler Kerr getting that one off.
Dolphins penalty to number 20, Chad Berlott. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 5 minutes, 38 seconds. Berlott for roughing at 5:38.
14:10 left to play here in the first. 1:45 in the man advantage for Lambeth. It's Hargraves. He'll play it back to Corbett at the point. Corbett gets in the middle of the ice to Pennington. One-timer, he misses high, wide, and left. Corbett hustles to keep it in, but it's kicked out by Kerr. Now Pennington ahead to Hargreaves. Hargreaves will circle as Kerr comes to the bench. Carrero on the ice now. It's Prokes in the corner. Prokes tries to go off the glass and takes a pretty good cross check. Here's Carrero. Breakaway. And Trudell comes up huge, slams that 5-hole shut. Good chance for Carrero, the magic man. Now it's Corbett. He'll leave it for Pennington. So far, we're just over a minute into this power play, and the best chances come for the Dolphins. Now Nick North, the speedster, down the left side, gets a shot off, goes wide, picked up by Frizzell, far corner. McCauley battling him. It's Frizzell who comes out of there with the puck. He'll get a shot on net. Taylor makes the pad save. Played behind the net to Frizzell. He'll feed it back in behind the cage. Nick North playing it up out front. Now back to Corbett at the point. 25 seconds left in the man advantage. Now Pennington. He'll take his shot. It's bang on. Not very hard, and Taylor makes the save. 12:42 left in the first. 20 seconds left in the man advantage. Still no score. You're listening to Dolphin Hockey on the Dolphin Radio Network. Brought to you by Bill Blaney Insurance. Of course, I'd like to thank a couple of proud sponsors. Dorchester's playoff sponsor for round one, Brent Ridge Construction, as well as Lambeth sponsor, Herm Sporting Goods. Here's a chance for Michael Blue. Short-handed shot. Trudell. Big save. Now Blue goes in the corner. Bumps with Keith Arnold. North couldn't get it out. Tuffin with a long shot. Trudell handles that one too. Dolphins taking it to Lambeth right now. Definitely out shooting the Lancers. Nick North through the middle. He loses that. Tuffin tips it back in, and the team's now at even strength. Arnold plays that one ahead. Goes to Michael Blue. Now back in his own end, it's Russell. Gives that one away. And there was a chance for Luke Jackson, but the puck rolled off his stick. Now behind the net to Tuffin. Tuffin bumped by Arnold. He's going to play it into Brulot. Brulot was expecting Tuffin to go to the net there. Tuffin didn't. And puck's turned over. Now Randy Hicks, he can't get it. There's a loose puck in front of the goaltender. Finally, Keith Arnold sweeps it out of the way. Now Michael Blue. Blue's going to fire this one in. But back the other way comes Hicks. A long shot. High and wide. Another shot on net by Luke Jackson. Save made by Kent Taylor with 11:18 left to play here in the first. So again, the winner of this series will take on Exeter for the Southern Ontario Junior C Championship and the right to go to the Final 8 for Junior C Hockey in Ontario, the Smoltz Cup. And again, these two teams have a history against each other, Dorchester and Lambeth. They've met each of the last two postseasons. Burlock can't get it, or Tyler Blue couldn't get that one out now. Goodhue will get it out. Play down the right side. Sherrill tipped that one in. Blue back to get it behind his own net. Rear took a run at him, missed. Now along the boards, it's Hargreaves battling. It's going to be the Dolphins that come out of there with the puck. Tyler Blue fires this one in. Trudell stops it behind the net. He plays it up off the glass. And Tyler Blue couldn't keep that one in. Now it's dumped back in again as Kerr delivers a pretty good shot on Hargreaves. Corbett behind his own net. He'll play this one off the boards to Ritchie. Ritchie hit from behind by Hartwick. Lucky he got away with one there. Down on the right side, it's Fuller with a shot from the dot. Save made by Trudell. Now kept in by Brisson. He'll try to feed it back in the corner. It doesn't go. It's Goebbels out through the middle, but the puck rolls off his stick. Now he gets it back. Goebbels feeds it in behind the net. Stopped by Kent Taylor. Now Goebbels battling with Brisson in the corner. Back to Pennington at the point, across to Corbett. He'll feed it down low to Goebbels. And the Dolphins are going to be shorthanded again, as I believe it was Jordan Fuller dumping Goebbels in front of the net. And the shot wasn't off the stick of Goebbels. That one was off the stick of Mike Frizzell. So it's going to be Fuller going to the sin bin, and this lethal Lancer power play goes on the man advantage for the second time tonight, 0 for 1. Tipped out by McCauley. He'll waste a few seconds there. Corbett back to pick it up now in his own end. Carrero and McCauley out there for the Dolphins. Lancers will go with Hargrave, Scher, and Jordan Rear. Corbett loses it. Now here's Carrero. He'll dump it back in. And Trudell will stop that one behind the net. Through the middle comes Pennington. Nice move by Pennington. Drives to the net. Shot. Taylor makes the save. And dumped the length of the ice. A minute 12 left in the man advantage. Lancers 26.87% on the man advantage so far in the playoffs. Trailing only Exeter was at 31.58% power play success ratio. There's a shot, tipped wide. Good digging along the boards by the Dolphins. 42 seconds left, and Tyler Blue will dump this one the length of the ice and then peel off. Kerr and Friel now on the penalty kill. The Lancers will change up and go to their second power play unit. Nick North centering this squad. Trudell has to come out and play that one. Now back the other way comes Frizzell. Kerr now off. Tuffin will replace him. Freer still out there. Keith Arnold couldn't keep that one in. Now race to the puck. Trudell's going to play it up the boards. Good hustle by Tuffin to get down there. Now Nick North down the left side. Takes a long shot. Tipped off something. And up in the stands. We got a whistle with 7:27 left to play here in the first. So the Dolphins able to kill off this second man advantage for Lambeth. Dolphins come into tonight with the third best penalty kill in the playoffs. Lambeth has the number one penalty kill. Lambeth no shorthanded goals yet so far. Dolphins have one in the playoffs, and that was the Colin Hartwick marker on Wednesday night. That made it a 6-4 lead and salted that one away before the Dolphins added an empty netter for a 7-4 win. So the Dolphins victorious in game one in overtime. Game two, they won as well in Dorchester. Game three was an 8-2 mollywhopping here on Sunday night as the Lancers won big in what was a close game right up till about the middle of the second period. And then it was the Wednesday night thriller in Dorchester. The Lancers were up 2-0. Dorchester clawed back in, or Dorchester was up 2-0. Lambeth clawed back into it. It was actually up 4-3 at one point before the Dolphins scored 4 unanswers, including that shorthanded marker by Hartwick and the empty netter. Tuffin gets dumped, pulls the stick right out of Bumpus' hands. Now back the other way comes the Lancers. It's Fletcher down the right side. Got a man streaking to the net. There's a chance, and a shot goes wide. Could have been the best chance of the night for the Lancers so far. But Ray Robbins missed the cage. Now Arnold ahead to Hargraves. Hargraves up the right side to Rear. Out in front of Rear too much, icing the call with 6:31 left to play. Again, you're listening to Dolphin Hockey on the Dolphin Radio Network, brought to you by Bill Blaney Insurance Brokers. And, of course, our series sponsors, Lambeth series sponsor for round one, Herm Sporting Goods, number one place to get all your sporting goods. They actually sell embroidered Dorchester Dragon and Lambeth Lancer Junior gloves now at Herm's. And of course, the Dolphins series sponsor, Brent Reg Construction. Now we got a man down. It's Jordan Rear, as he was given a pretty good shot by O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy absent Wednesday night, but back in action tonight. And again, Warby suspended for tonight's affairs. So the Lancers will get it out here with 6:10 left to play. Dolphins cough it up at their own blue line. Now Hartwick will pick it up back behind, skates behind his own cage. Hartwick from behind his own net. Now he's going to wheel through center. Here comes Colin Hartwick. Hartwick with a shot. Former junior B player from St. Mary's. Face off now to the left of Trudell. It's going to be Goebbels out there with Frizzell and Justin Clark for the Lancers. Dolphins have O'Shaughnessy, Galuli, and Hartwick out there as Taylor forced to make a tough save there with 5:43 left to play here in the first. So again, game number 6, if needed, will be tomorrow in Dorchester. And if a game 7 is needed, that decisive matchup will be back here on Sunday. Get the times for you in just a second. The Lancers now on the rush. It's Goebbels down the right side. Flips it back out front. Nobody home. Played rink wide to Friel now. Friel, shot on the off wing, and Trudell will make the save. And Pat Friel went in, gave Trudell the avalanche. Frizzell took objection to it, and he's going to find himself going to the box. So Frizzell goes to the box. The Dolphins will go on the power play for the first time tonight. Again, if needed, we're looking at an 8 o'clock start in Dorchester tomorrow night. And then again, if needed, 8 o'clock back here Sunday in Lambeth. Dolphins on the power play. High slot shot off Chad Berlot. And Dolphins are going to be on a 2-man advantage. There's a tip shot as Berlot was just creamed from behind out in front of the net. Interference to call. Looks like Andrew Fletcher's going to get that one. And the Dolphins, 5-3 advantage for the next minute 35. Tyler Blue now across to Fuller. Carrero out there with Chad Berlot as well. There's McCauley with his shot. Almost picked the corner. It's in. Chad Berlot with the power play goal. 1-0 Dolphins. And they're still going to be on the power play. We're going to see Fuller get an assist on that, and probably McCauley as well. .445 left to play in the first. Chad Berlot banging home that rebound. And the Dolphins still on the power play for a minute 35. Oh, here's Hartwick. Oh, and he's stoned by Trudell.
Dolphins goal scored by number 20, Chad Berlot. Assist number 16, Chris Guerrero. Number 26, Brian McCauley. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 14 seconds.
So Carrero and McCauley on the assists. And for McCauley, that gives him, I believe, 11 points in the playoffs so far. For Chad Berlot, his 6th goal of the playoffs. Play at neutral, in the neutral zone right now. Russell. Back to Galuli, now to Tuffin. Tuffin will leave it for Mikey Blue. Plays it down low to Tuffin. To Galuli, now he circles from behind the net. Can't create a scoring opportunity. One-timer blast by Hartwick. And Trudell, sharp making the save there. 3:31 left to play. 33 seconds in the man advantage. Face off to the right of Trudell. Hargraves now the number one scorer in the Southern Ontario Junior Hockey League playoffs with 22 points heading into tonight. Top Dolphins scorer, Chris Guerrero, he's now got 17. Chase Thornton second in only 8 games. Now here's Guerrero, the former St. Thomas star, and he almost slid it through the 5-hole. Nice move by the Magic Man. Now in behind the net to McCauley. He loses that. And it's going to be played out to Nick North down the left side. North, long shot. Taylor, easy glove save. And that puck's frozen with 2:54 left to play. Again, the winner of this, winner of the next series will go on to the Smoltz Cup. The Dolphins beat the Lancers last year 4-0 to advance to the Smoltz Cup. The year before, it was the Lancers upsetting the Dolphins in 7 to punch their ticket to the Smoltz Cup. But it's going to come down to the winner of this series in Exeter to see who's going to get that ticket to the round of 8 and play for the Ontario Championship. Dolphins now will bring it out. 2:40 left to play. Goodhue on the rush. He'll tip it in. Fighting along the boards now. Tyler Kerr comes in, delivers a good hit as well on Dylan Brooks. Out through the middle now. And Russell will play that up the far side. Corbett. Top of his own circle to Pennington. Back to Corbett. These two really work well together. Cale Corbett and Pennington, 2 of the 4 overagers for the Lancers, who will be done at the end of this season. Hargraves and North, the other 2. Dolphins looking at losing McCauley at the end of the season, as well as Chad Brulot. Corbett got out of the way just in time as O'Shaughnessy was coming at him. Long pass, tipped off Hargraves' stick. Icing now waved off. Prokes will play it up the far side. Prokes, one of the overagers for the Dolphins as well. Now Jordan Rear down the left side. Long shot, goes wide. Tyler Blue plays it up the near boards. Corbett keeps it in at the blue line. Long shot on net, but knocked down by Tyler Blue. And kicked back to Cale Corbett. Over to Pennington with 1:20 left to play here in the first. It's 1-0 Dorchester. Friel in front. And Hartwick knocked the stick right out of Pennington's hands. He's going to get 2 minutes for the slash. And it'll be the 3rd trip on the power play for the Lancers tonight. They were dynamite on the power play last Friday night in Dorchester, going 3 for 5 with the man advantage. 1:15 left to play here in the 3rd. 2 minutes up on the board. So 1:15 of man advantage here, and then 45 seconds will carry over to that second period. Pennington gets a shot off. Taylor made the save, but it was going wide.
Number 27, Colin Merrick, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 18 minutes.
Corbett now back to pick this up with 1 minute left here in the first. Here's Nick North. Good hit by Kerr, up end and North. This one's dumped back in. Trudell leaves it side of the net for Corbett. 45 seconds left. Corbett through the middle. He'll play it to Frizzell. Frizzell loses it. Good hustle by Tyler Kerr. Now Pennington gets it. Plays the cuff to Corbett. Down the left side, Corbett will flip it in. It's knocked down by Tommy Prokes. Prokes will dump it off the boards, and it'll go the length of the ice. Now Pennington back to get it for the Lancers. Across to Frizzell. He'll play it back in behind the net to Pennington. 20 seconds left. Lancers got time for one more rush, and here it comes. Corbett down the right side. 15 seconds left. Centering pass was tipped outside to the neutral zone. Now 10 seconds left. Pennington Plays it ahead to Frizzell. He loses it. 5 seconds left. Here's Chad Burlott. One more chance. That went off the defenseman's stick. Went wide. Burlott scores! He scores with no time remaining. Second goal of the game for Chad Burlott. It's a shorty, and it puts the Dolphins up 2-0. Now the linesman conferring with the ref. And I think they're trying to establish whether time had expired or not. And this is huge for both sides. So we're not going to break yet till we decide. It's going to be a goal. Chad Burlott, his second garbage goal of the night, but they all count. Burlott with the goal. He'll put the Dolphins up 2-0 as we get set to go to the second period. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with period number 2. You're listening to Dolphin Radio Network. Dorchester Dolphin Hockey brought to you by Bill Blaney Insurance Brokers. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in 10.